it is official that 1917 is going to pass, and Bad Boys Forever are going to pass Dark Fate, and even 4 people will also pass Dark Fate. But it just seems that Dark Fate has been doing abysmal on Blu-ray and DVD. Midway has been still doing well. Again, critics hated that movie. Zombie Rhino Tap critics didn't really like that movie. They gave it around the same score as Real Bell Angel. Guess what? It beat Dark Fate. Which Dark Fate was, praised by the critics. People say, "Oh my God, it's best Terminator game movie since Terminator 2." No, it isn't. Nobody likes Dark Fate. 1917 gonna pass Dark Fate. It's one of the only movies besides Joker that actually deserved its Oscar praise. Okay, it actually deserved it. Okay, 1917 passed Dark Fate, beat Dark Fate. Okay, same Bad Boys for Life. Still, it's gonna pass Dark Fate. This is the and 4th of February will probably pass Dark Fate as well. Same thing with Rambo. That movie came out last year. It's gonna outsell Dark Fate at the end of this year. Knives Out. The movies actually have been pretty decent legs. Doolittle. Yeah, these are the best fun movies of the year. Angel Has Fallen. But we go down here. We have movies like, Peppermint is outselling Charlie's Angels still. Charlie's Angels is being outsold by Peppermint. And that's like a 2-year-old movie. It just shows how poorly Charlie's Angels has been selling. Of course, it made less money because it's DVD. But it just shows that nobody likes Charlie's Angels. It also just outsold Brie Larson's Just Mercy. It also outsold Captain Marvel this year too, which is just funny as well. And remember last year it outsold Us, a movie that was praised by no end by critics as a masterpiece, but it really wasn't a masterpiece. And I can see why Parasite isn't selling on Blu-ray, because not everybody wants to, watch the movie in subs. It's just not for everybody. Not everybody wants to watch subs, so of course not everybody's gonna watch it. Little Women's not selling. It's being outsold by Angel Has Fallen, and it's also being outsold by Planet of Fire, which was a comedy movie that was trashed by critics. Trashed by critics, still outside. It's at this current, update on the Blu-ray and DVD sales is outselling Little Women. And once I forget, Spies in Disguise is flopping on Blu-ray and DVD. No one's watching this movie. But why does Disney just put on Disney Plus and just shelve this movie forever? Because nobody likes Spies in Disguise. Spies in Disguise is and Scoob is everything wrong with modern day animated movies. Too many really bad jokes that are not funny at all. Too many Fortnite references and all that stuff. Okay, nobody over the age of 10 wants a gazillion garbage trendy references to whatever is trending at the current time the movie was shooting. Okay, and yeah, there are some movies that and we could go here. Melissa Mission of Evil barely passed 1 million copies sold. Jumanji sold really well. Joker sold really well. Midway is gonna sell 1 million copies. There's no way it's not gonna sell 1 million copies. Midway is gonna pass 1 million copies, whether if the critics like it or not. Same thing with Zombieland. Zombieland beat Terminator Dark Fate. I actually have this movie, Zombieland Double Tap. It's a really funny movie, like the first one. They say horror comedy can't work. Let's watch Zombieland 1 and 2. That's, let's watch those movies. Horror comedy does work. There's 2 movies proving that wrong. But yeah, 913 is gonna pass Dark Fate. It's gonna pass Dark Fate. It had pretty good rigs. It had a very similar opening to Midway at the video at Blu-ray and DVD. It had a very similar opening to Midway. It's probably gonna sell around the same amount of copies as Midway, as it has the same audience as well. The same audience, basically. Bad Boys Forever is definitely gonna pass Dark Fate. Void of Ferrari, it's doing okay at Blu-ray. It's not it had pretty good rigs at the box office as well. Rambo, despite the movie not doing well at the box office, this is Rambo Last Blood, a movie that was bashed by critics, a movie that was hated by critics. Guess what? The movie sold 1 million copies. The movie sold 1 million copies. It sold 1 million copies in DVD and Blu-ray combined, and video and home video sold 1 million copies. 1 million people bought this movie. Okay, and guess what? It's a movie that got Razzies. A movie that was awarded Razzies, outselling movies that was a movie like Little Women that was promoted by the Oscars, that was subbed in your face by award shows. Okay, Little Women and Parasite as well. it kind of got swept until it kind of got ignored by until the Oscars came around. They said, okay, fine, let's give Parasite an award for once, a movie that actually deserved awards. I can see why Parasite is not selling on Blu-ray because not everybody, because 90% of Americans don't want to read subtitles. It's probably selling extremely well in South Korea Blu-ray. It's probably, but again, it's a foreign movie, so of course it's not going to be doing extremely well on Blu-ray, which I knew that was going to be the case with that movie. But Little Women, a movie that was praised to no end by critics. It's being outsold by Robert Downey Jr. making bad jokes. Yep, that's the world we live in now. Because wokeness always fails. That's the new term. And Hustlers, another movie that was praised to no end by critics, is being outsold by Hacksaw Ridge, which has been out for 4 years, is outselling Hustlers. And Hacksaw Ridge was also promoted by the Oscars, but it actually was a movie that deserved to be promoted by the Oscars. I won't be surprised that 917 is selling like Hacksaw Ridge 4 years in time. Won't be surprised, because this movie, Hacksaw Ridge, has been selling for years, okay? For years. Hacksaw Ridge has been selling for years. For years. This is the sales of Hacksaw Ridge. It has been selling for years. And it has sold like 1 million copies on DVD and 750,000 on Blu-ray. This movie, yeah, there's a storm coming soon. That's why I'm making all my videos now. So yeah. Last Christmas, not selling, which was a movie that was propped up by the critics. And Hustlers especially. No one's watching Hustlers, which is not surprising. I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is selling better. Yeah, it's much higher on the list. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood came out the same week. It's at the 2 higher, much higher. Rambo, much higher. Downton Abbey, much higher on the list. Yeah, this seems that nobody likes Hustlers. No one likes Little Women. Okay? The fact that Peppermint, a movie that was trashed by critics for the same reason why they trashed Rambo, the Rambo movie that came out, this is a movie that didn't really sell too well on Blu-ray, but it's selling amazing on DVD. But is Hustlers selling? No, because nobody wants to watch it. No one wants to watch Hustlers. Okay, no one wants to watch Little Women. Okay, Jojo Rabbit, I can say that people are not buying that because of its controversial subject matter. But yeah, that's basically it. Goodbye.